Steve here, Shen RC, and I'm with the losi LMT. Today I'm going to show you guys how to install these Jer RC. These are the axle braces. I got a set of these. I'm going to do one axle and I'll show you the different ways you could do it. But I'm also going to do another axle, and I'm just going to use this goop shoe goo on the seam and build it up because I think that'll make your axle stronger also. So I'll show you how to do that. Before we begin here, I just want to show you what you should do. Get like a crayon or a paint marker and mark your shafts in line how they were. So when you remove them, you'll know how to put them back. Also, for putting these braces on, you could probably just take out this screw here and the one on the other side and then flip it all the way back, and you won't even have to take no tires or link ends off or nothing. But I'm going to show you a different way with the tires off so you can see it better. So let's get to it now. Alright, we're going to have to take the front wheels off because I'm going to do the front with the Jer braces. This one's on real good. Now I'm going to do just the glue on the back seams. I'm going to leave it like that and see how it works. I'll show you both ways. Alright, now unscrew this here to get the link off. Trying to do this without taking a lot of parts off. Just take that off, spin this beauty around. You could probably just take these two off and flip it over, but I did it like this so you guys could see better. Also, when you have these links off, check the screws under here that hold these plastic link holders on. These right here, check them really quick. Yep, they were loose. Yep, good thing I checked. Tighten them up. Now, remember I told you to mark your shaft there in the beginning of the video? This is why. So you can pull it out. Now, you should be able to do this with nothing else taken off. I'm just going to prop up the back of the truck like that so you can see it a little better. Now what you want to do with your truck when you do all this stuff is clean up your axles, and I'm going to have to degrease them because the way I'm going to do mine, I'm going to use a little shoe goo underneath it to hold it stronger so I get full strength. So I don't have to worry about any pressure spots from where these braces connect on. They give you all the hardware also. Let's take a look at these. And I'll show you how you could hook them up. Get them out. Here they are. This is the new version. He beefed them up a little bit in case you want to use them under these here, the link mounts. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut these off on mine. Here's how they go on. Just like that. You see? So what I'm going to do with mine is cut these off because I don't want to change anything with the link setup because this changes the height a few millimeters. So I'm going to cut that off, and you could just screw this on because at JRC he said he designed it to work even without this on here, so you don't really have to put it on. So you could just screw that on. And then I also seen on Troy's Hobbies, check out his YouTube channel, he put his on. After he installed it, he went around here with a zip tie to hold this side from pulling away. So that was a good idea. But like I said, I'm going to put shoe glue on mine and put it on so it makes the strength throughout the whole axle without any pressure points like where this is going to hit the hold on here and stuff. It'll even it out more. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. So I'm going to clean this up with alcohol, and then I'm going to clean this up and cut this off, and then I'll install it. You just get a pliers and you cut this right off like that. It comes right out. Let me do the other one. Put it up against there and grab it. Give it a quick twist. Comes right off. Missed a little spot. Ooh, I'll have to get a cutter for that one. That one didn't work out. Just like that. That should be good to go. And get something like a piece of sandpaper and flatten that out. Alright, now I'm going to get a little piece of sandpaper. This is kind of rough in here already. I'm just going to scratch it up a bit. I don't think you have to do this. Especially if you're not using the goop, don't do this. This is only because I'm using the goop glue on mine. I'm going to clean it off with the rubbing alcohol. Like I said, you could just put these on normal. I'm just going full bore, trying to make it as strong as possible. Now you wanna, if you're doing my method, mine are already cleaned my axles, but I'm gonna go over it again really quick. The rubbing alcohol. I already did this. I just want to make sure I get it really good. Let that dry. Now you want to get your wrench here. This is a 2.5 millimeter, and you want to loosen up the 4 screws here. Take them right out. Actually, you could do 2 at a time. He gives you the longer screws so you could put this on. I should have took these links off, but I don't like taking these out a lot because there's no bolt, it's just into the plastic. There's one. You can see it gives you the screws, they're longer. So I'll put them aside. I gotta get one more out on the bottom here. Hope you guys could see this alright. It's pretty simple. And I believe when you put these back in, you don't want to tighten them really hard, as it could mess up something in the diff and make it get like, you could test it right here, it'll get stiff if you tighten it up too much, I believe. So we'll get the long screws here. That's what we're going to be putting in. And then we get the brace here, and this should just pop right on. And like I said, if you were going to use it with this tab that I cut off, you would unscrew that and put it under there. And if you're just going to screw this on with no goop glue, you put that on, and if you want, you could go around here, right here, and around the shock mount over here with a zip tie to hold this from pulling away, because you won't have it under there anymore if you don't want to change your link position. Alright, so I'm just going to put some goop on here and go with it. The good thing about goop glue is you could pull it off if needed. That's what I like about it. Just put a few little dabs. You don't have to do this if you don't like my method. It's up to you. Like I said, I'm just doing it to distribute it throughout the piece, even pressure on the whole axle. And that should be good to go. Alright, let me get our napkin here. Now this should slide in just like that. Goop's on. Let me just double check. Try to pull it. Yep, I can feel the goop's on. I should put a little more. That should be good enough. Alright, now we get your longer screws here and put them in. You'll be ready to go. Looks like you gotta open these up a bit. Use your wrench. Alright. There we go. Oops, it's the wrong. These are a different. Oh no, they're not. They're the right size. I thought they were different. They were a little tight. Now just screw this in like normal. Don't bottom it out until you get this one in also. should have just took that link off. Oh well. Really don't have to, but now you just bottom these out till you feel them bottom out, and just give them a little bit more. You don't want them too tight. Now check how it's spinning. Let me see something now if I back these off a little bit. If you tighten them up a lot, I can feel the mesh gets tighter. So just bottom them out, I guess. That's strange. That's another crazy thing about this design here. Alright, I'm going to do the other one. I'll show you the front fixed with them both. Alright, I have it all done, both sides. Now you just want to put it together. Now you got to get, let me move these out of the way. You got to get your drive shaft here and the mark you made on it. Line it up with the mark you made on the opposite side. Right like that. And put it in. Now you want to put your links in. It's better to go from the bottom and pull them up to get them to go in. Get this other side here. It's going to be hard to do like this. Let me see if I can turn this a bit. Doing it left-handed here. Cheat. Can't do it left-handed. There you go. I'm just going to put my wheels on now. Oops, don't want to drop your tools. And this is all ready to go. When you use this goop glue though, guys, you want to let it dry for like 3 days for it to get full strength. I think on the tube it says 72 hours full cure strength time. That'd be good. Put my other wheel on here and tire. Then we'll go on to the back and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the goop glue, because I think that'll make it stronger and it won't cost hardly nothing, but only time will tell. But it's worth a try. Alright, there it is. The brace is on. Like I said, you could put them on under here if you want to, or you could just leave them without it so you don't have to mess with the angle of these. Raise them up a little bit. And like I said, Troy's Hobbies has on his YouTube channel, right here, he went around with a zip tie, so you could do that also if you want. But now I'm going to show you on the back here what I'm going to do with the goop glue. And that'll just be a cheap way to make your axle a bit stronger. And only time will tell if it works, but it's worth trying. It's better than nothing. So I'm going to give that a go. And we'll do that next.